How do everybody? We're back in paradise, back doing a bit today with Wednesdays and Thursdays I go back to work. I live out of the country now, so I've been back to work. I think the day before that I had a bit of a boring day, you know, like I didn't bother putting a video up because it was just purely 13 hours of sanding resin. So I've added a bit in here, you know, from it and the time lapse before this video, but there's more sanding to do today, so we've just got to wet flat with 1200 grit, then 2000 grit, and then machine polish the carbon. My granddad's on his way now. He's dropping off the carbon roof, so I'll show you that as well soon, shortly when he comes. What else have we got? We've got Ben he did it on his weekend actually, so shout out to Ben. That's Ben Gilbert at 1012 Fabrications, not S12 like I said in the other video. But yeah, he's done the boost pipe, if you remember, and these welds are mega, if you can see. But yeah, boost pipe for the front, that's sorted. And then he's done the fuel surge tank. Do you know, if you remember, I had to cut this section out, move the bracket up, and his welds are mega. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, mega. But this morning, bit of a late start. It's like, I don't know what time it is now. 1:30 it is now. I did start earlier, but I powder coated this morning, and obviously I don't have an oven here, so I've had to go down to my mum's and use her oven. But yeah, I just masked. You will have seen. I don't think I showed that in the time lapse, but I just masked these off because these are where the fuel fittings are going to go on, and then I just powder coated it, put it in the oven. Probably one of the best buys I've had, that thing, that powder coating gun. Just a Nordic pulver, I think it is. It's no good for high temperature stuff. Do you know, like stuff, engine, you know, stuff that's going to boil in your engine, or brake calipers and stuff like that, because the melting point of the powder is too low. So I wouldn't advise that. But for stuff like this, it's great. You know, like going underneath the car, just give it a bit of protection, and it looks alright as well. So yeah, Nordic pulver is it might be Czechoslovakian, it's Eastern Europe somewhere. But if you just Google it, it'll come up with, I think they're about 120 quid maybe for the gun, and it's a static gun that uses PTFE. It's quite clever really, 3D printed thing. But yeah, that's that. There's other stuff that I've got from mine, just like little stuff that like hangers to go on the boot floor for the fuel filler neck, you know, that comes down from the back bumper. But we're not at that stage yet. In theory, if I did this today, we could actually fire it up. I ain't got no coolant, so we'll do that. We'll do the first fire up, all being well, tomorrow. I've got my dad's van to look at, but tomorrow, yeah, first fire up, I'll go and grab some coolant from Europarts or wherever, get that in, and then get it cranked up. Hopefully, if that alarm system's wired or de-wired correctly, should I say? Oh, the other thing, just that airbag cover. You know, to go in that big hole in the dash. I'll probably cut this bit off because it's not heavy, but it's about, I don't know, 500 grams, 400 grams, and it could be 200 grams. So yeah, I'll cut that bit off and then bang it back in the dash. Yeah, so we'll cut to time lapse again now. We'll go to, well, I'll take you over and show you what the current finish is. It's better than it was when the first coats of resin went on, but not what it's going to be like finished. So I'll take you over there now. I'll show you. So I'll get a light. That's the only thing about it being in there. There's no light. There we have a light. Blind myself. Oh, yeah. So it's like a bit bumpy still, but I flattened it back with some 1200 grit here the other day. 1200 grit, and then give it a little compound, not like to the finish level, but that's what it's going to look like. And it comes up nice. So we've got all of that to polish. It's basically like a wet flat, you know, like when you do a wet flat and polish on a car on paint. That's basically what we're doing. So 1200, 2000 compound, that's it. So today this should be done, and maybe depending on what time I stay till, we might put the roof in. I'll put the roof on and I get some. I'll show you on the time lapse, show what it looks like. It'll pop real nicely with this. It's the same weave of carbon. Don't know which direction it's in. Probably should have taken note of that, shouldn't I? When I laid this carbon up, but oh well. Yeah, I'll put it back on time lapse. We'll do that, and then I'll speak to you a bit later. How do everyone? It's been a bit all over today. I was going to start sanding them down, polishing them, but as you can see from the time lapse, I didn't do that. What I did was flied this back here to 1200, polished it, and then realised there's too many imperfections in the resin. So now I got pissed off earlier, but I'm going to have to 320 it like this and then lacquer it, and that's just how it's going to be. That's what it's going to do. Is the finishing good enough there? But I got the fuel surge tank back from Ben, as I was showing you earlier, and then got a bit carried away and thought I'd fit it. And then obviously once that's fitted, there was nothing else stopping the car from running. So obviously we had to try it and see if my wiring's gone to plan. But I'll show you this under here, the fuel setup. If you can see it on this. Probably better we'll go from this side. So we've got the pump mounted up originally, same there, and then the surge tank all plumbed in, no leaks, evap lining as well. Yeah, spot on. We had a few leaks off the fuel filler neck. I've got to do something with that. Can you see that bit there? I've got to do something with that end, you know, like, but I just put it in temporary, you know, to get some fuel in the car. But yeah, there's no leaks. There's well, I say there's no leaks. There's no leaks of fuel. There's a little weep on the exhaust gasket, the exhaust manifold gasket. I got some coolant in it. Yeah, exhaust manifold. That one down there, like them two flange bolts there. But yeah, other than that, it was fired straight up, no issues, no engine management lights, all spot on. But I'll fire it up for you now anyway, show you, because you won't seen it, you will have only seen it on the time lapses and that, or for Instagram or whatever, you've seen it if you've been on there. If I've got it all plugged back in, I've just been tidying up some of the wiring underneath again, do you know, underneath the dash underneath there, that mess. So it's nearly finished now, but the good news is all the wiring for the alarm system that I deleted is fine. So I'm chuffed, real chuffed about that. But yeah, I'll fire it up now, give it a whirl. If I can't, 1 minute, I have to put this down, can't do it too hard. Oh, yeah. That one have gone well in gear. Yeah, it runs sweet. I've got to do a bit of a bleed on the coolant system. I've just been topping it up. I put some coolant in it earlier. But yeah, it's. I was doing launch control anti-lag earlier. You know, like when I first started up, I was like, why is it not? It's normally like pops and crackles and bangs. You know, like anyway, this might be maybe the issue. It's I've not got all the boost. Obviously, the boost system plumbed up, so we're sucking air on this side, blowing on this side. And that's where all the boost is going. It sounds. Other than the little burble from the blood on that exhaust there, it's spot on. But yeah, it's I'll turn it off so you can hear me. Just turn the light off as well. Yeah, so it turned from being a bit of a shitty day, well, not a shitty day, but you know, one of them days where nothing's going right, into I changed the jobs and we turned it into a decent day with a decent outcome. But yeah, it's I always get real paranoid about leaving lithium batteries on the car. I've seen so many fires and stuff, but I won't jinx it. Yeah, it's late enough now anyway. I'm going to call it a day and we're back tomorrow. My mate's doing his car. But yeah, we're getting real close now. Oh, I didn't show you the carbon roof. I'll show you the carbon roof tomorrow, but carbon roof's there. Nice. Kevlar underneath. But yeah, we'll show you that tomorrow. Might get it bonded in tomorrow. We're going to do a bit of a team effort on the sanding, get that 320 sanding out of the way. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. Take it easy.